Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the memory map of the STM32F0 microcontroller, a popular choice for embedded projects. Understanding the memory map is crucial for writing efficient firmware, debugging hard faults, and optimizing your code. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how the STM32F0 organizes its flash, RAM, and peripherals, and why it matters for your projects. Let's get started. What is a memory map? The memory map is like a blueprint of the STM32F0's address space. It defines where code, data, and peripherals are located, so the CPU knows how to access them. For the STM32F0, the memory map is split into key regions. Flash memory, where your program lives, SRAM, for runtime data, peripheral registers, to control hardware, and some special system areas. Every STM32 has a defined memory layout. Let's break it down. STM32F0 memory regions. Flash memory. The STM32F0's flash memory stores your firmware. It starts at memory address 0x08000000, which is the default boot address. It is non-volatile, which means retains code after power off. It is organized in 1 kilobyte or 2 kilobytes pages for erasing or writing. Take note that the vector table for interrupt handlers sits at the start of flash SRAM. SRAM is volatile memory, which means data is lost on reset and used for stack, where local variables and function reside, heap, for dynamic memory allocation, and global variables. The STM32F0 has 16 kilobyte SRAM starting at memory address 0x200000000. Take note that stack overflow can corrupt memory, so always check your usage. Peripheral registers. Peripherals like GPIO, USART, and timers are controlled via memory-mapped registers. For example, GPIOA registers start at memory address 0x48000000. USART1 is at memory address 0x40013800 system memory. The STM32F0 has a built-in bootloader in system memory. It's used for UART or USB, flashing without a debugger. Firmware updates in the field. To use it, you'll need to set the boot 0 pin high at startup. How the STM32F0 boots and accesses memory. Here's what happens when you power on the STM32F0. Step 1. The CPU reads the reset vector to find the startup address. Step 2. It loads the vector table from flash. Step 3. Your program runs using RAM for data and accessing peripherals via registers. Here are a few tips for debugging. First, a hard fault often means invalid memory access. And second, the Memory Protection Unit, MPU, can help catch errors early. Practical tips for STM32F0 developers. Now that you understand the memory map, here's how to use it effectively. 1. Optimize flash usage. Use const for read-only data to save RAM. 2. Check stack size. Adjust in the linker script if your program crashes. 3. Use peripheral libraries, STM32Cube abstracts register access. And that's the complete guide to the STM32F0 memory map. You now know where your code lives, how data is stored, and how peripherals are controlled. If this helped, hit the like button, subscribe for more STM32 content, and let me know, what's your biggest memory-related challenge? Stack overflows? Flash optimization? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.